Good Thursday morning, folks. It is 5:21 a.m. Eastern Time in Detroit, Michigan. And I'm Manny Vitale, host of My Fight Our War, co-host of Music and Mayhem with my brother Skylar Ray. And yep, we've been live since yesterday's show at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Just had to go take a break. We've been doing a marathon, which is totally not true. Well, actually, I've been doing a marathon, and Skylar's always doing a marathon. You know, that's one thing. Me and my brother, we clicked when he did my first show, and that's how we became brothers. That's how we became co-hosts doing a show together because of our definitely not our talent as far as an entertainer and singer. Because you don't ever want to hear me do that. That's why it's music and mayhem. Music, Skylar Ray, Mayhem, Manny Vitale. But I really hope you guys had a chance to check out last night's show with our special guest. I tell you, this whole journey. Well, anyways, our special guest, the one and only King Handsome. But there has been so much that has happened in my life in the last 5 years. And I'm sure people who have no idea who in the hell I am right now are going, who is this guy? But for you guys who do know and have followed the journey, it's absolutely insane. Going from a typical, I don't even know what a normal upbringing is. Does anybody have a normal upbringing? And from there, growing up, little shithead, little rugrat to a teenager, and all through the years, and the things that happen in life and the mistakes we make. And I made them all. And one of those mistakes and bad decisions was going down the road with addiction, with drugs and alcohol, man. And when you hear people say sometimes, damn near killed me, and it's followed with a little chuckle and a laugh, and it's usually, not usually, sometimes, just met as off the cuff humor. Well, there's nothing funny about that. And it damn near did kill me multiple times. I'm not going to sit here and bore you guys with my life story. Those of you who know me know it. And those of you who don't know me right now really don't want to hear about it right now. And that's not even why I'm on. Why I'm on is because me and Skylar and a lot of people deal with this blender brain, man. Once we get something up here and you get someone who believes in you and your dreams and you take off with it, you're done. I mean, it's but in such a positive way. In the past, when this would happen, it would be all in a destructive manner. Now, when those same things hit, it's all such in a positive direction. You surround yourself with the environment that you want to become. You're a product of where you are, who you're with. And with my circle, excuse me, you'll hear Skylar all the time. This is a big one with my brother Skylar, man. The circle of trust, the circle of friends is tight. And that's my feelings when it comes to family. I explained it because, again, those of you who know me, man, especially my own family, when it was family time for anything, little birthday party, Christmas, Thanksgiving, any holiday, growing up through the years, I was the first one that wanted to be there, and I wanted to be the last one to leave to be with my family. And that was stripped away because of my poor decisions, my issues, no one else's. Dealing with addiction and stuff like that is what took over. And because I allowed that to happen, I lost something that I held so sacred for many years, which was family. And my brother King Handsome was on last night, and we were talking about that. And he's like, "Man, I love you, brother," and we're going back and forth talking. And we were talking about that commitment when you have towards somebody, whether it's just, hey, that's a buddy of mine. Yeah, I knew that guy since high school. It's just an acquaintance. It's not a bad thing. I mean, we're not all here meant to be brothers, family, lifelong chums, and all that shit. But when you do have those people in your life that you don't even have to think about, are they there? Are they not? They got my back. Do I got theirs? That's a tight circle, man. And that's why the word family to me is so important. When I started my Fight Our War, when I created my Fight Our War 2 years ago, on Facebook, you've got to put a description, a title, and all this stuff. What is my Fight Our War? Is it a freaking gym? Is it this? What is it? Describe it. Then give details about the description. And it says like a social media group, a recovery group, or clients, patients, and I freaking hated them all. But you got to put it down. So I did. And I immediately, within not knowing what I was doing except following along, introduced myself as the host, creator of it, introduced my Fight Our War, the principles behind it. We are here to help anyone battling any battles with addiction, alcohol, mental health issues, anything at all. Doesn't need a title. If it's screwing up your life, we're here. It's social media. Yes, it is. We're here 24/7. I'm just talking all of us in social media. And that's what it is about. However, we are not a group. We're not clients. We're not patients. We are family. And I said, that's the one thing that I feel strong about. I want all of you to be part of this family. And that's how I want us all referred to as family. And it did. And it took off. Man, we got someone up with us. We got the one, Joseph Jacob. Actually, you know what? We were talking about you last night, man. Those of you who wonder who Joseph is, that is Skylar Ray's tattoo artist. I tell you, check out his page, man. Check out Skylar's arms. Check, awesome job, man. In fact, we're getting together, Skylar and me and Handsome and a bunch of people. And I got to get some work done. So if you happen to know anybody, I appreciate it. But yeah, definitely check them out. I'm sorry, I can't see out of my bad eye till tomorrow when I get it fixed. If you're family to everyone, your family is known. If you're friends to everyone, your friends are known. Hey, I get it. I'm not going to tell anyone what level you're at or not at, but I will tell you what level you're at with if you're with me. And I appreciate that. And you know what? I hope, I don't know if you saw last night when Handsome, he nailed it. It's so simple. Yeah, man, is that family? And then, oh, yeah. Well, is that your blood family? Well, shit, does that matter? We all have people who are blood family who we could care less if we ever see again, unfortunately. And Handsome, man, he hit it. He's like, family, if you're related by blood, you're just relatives. And if you're family, you don't have to have that blood to be a brother, a sister. And, Joe, I don't know if you saw that, man, but he said that. And I was like, damn, it's just so cool. So you're right, brother, man. Am I friends to everyone? I will be, unless it's time not to be your friend. And then, like my old man before he left this earth, son, be the best friend you can be until it's time not to be, and then make a decision. So yeah, man, I get you, brother. And in the past, I let the other kind of screw my vision, but because of people like you, people like Skylar, people like Hanson, people like my man, Leroy, you can't sleep either, huh? Well, the reason I can't sleep is, I'm sorry, I just woke up from my 20-minute nap since yesterday. After we did the show last night, myself and Skylar, I stayed in my studio, right here actually, and he was in Oregon, and we were downloading some of his, him and Kayla and King Handsome videos, the music they've done together, and he's my brother, man. I talk to him every day, but it's so different because watching. I explained it to him yesterday because we were watching his videos with other artists that he's worked with, collaborated with, and of course him and Kayla. The freaking raw talent that he has, King Handsome, AC, everyone that I saw, it's just like such an appreciation. Which in my past, because of the addiction, because of the issues, I didn't give a shit. It didn't matter to me how talented you were. It didn't care to me what a nice person you were. back then. I didn't freaking care. Unless it involved me getting what I want and stepping on whoever I wanted to, I didn't give a shit. After we did our show yesterday, man, we're just talking and he's downloaded some of the videos. He goes, "Did you see this one?" Because being friends with a celebrity and a rap artist has its perks. Like I get to see all his new shit before anybody else. And he'll say, "Hey, man, we're dropping this on Sunday. Check it out." And I get to do a little sneak peek. And as we're talking through the monitor, he pulls it up on the window and I'm watching it with him. And I'm literally looking at that and I'm staring off at the box at him and I'm just smiling at him. He kind of looked at me. He's like, "Man, what do you think?" I got teary, man. I'm like, I love you, brother, man. But for where you came from, foster care, living in the streets, living under a freaking bridge, picking up cigarette butts, doing this, doing that, man, getting just stepped on, stepped over, and left behind to where you are and what you're doing. And not only to the level of what he's doing and Kayla's doing, no one would blame him if he took this fame, his talent, and just focused on him and Kayla to the top. No one would blame him after all that. What makes him that much more special, and King Handsome and a lot of the other artists, Kalichi, all you guys, is that time to take that step back and reach back for that next guy and give your little, trip to fame, not on hold or nothing, man, but to help that next guy. And so we sat there and I watched we did almost an hour and 45-minute show last night. We talked for probably half hour before the show. We talked for another hour after the show, just going back and forth on ideas. And I'm sorry, man. I'm having an eye procedure done tomorrow so I can see out of my eye again. So it's a little bit tough. My 4-month-old. Well, God bless you in that 4-month-old, man. Oh, I got Leroy clicked on again. What you got? So it's you all right? Yeah, that's why I need OG, man. She can read for me. She's my seeing eye admin. But it's just to take advantage of these blessings, man. I never in a million years thought I'd be able to say I'm sitting in my own studio, which is basically my spare room with a couple of lights, a camera, and a mic. But you know what? It's fucking mine. And it's a studio and I'm proud of it. And that would be fine right there if that's all I wanted. But man, you guys, it's nothing without all you guys. It's nothing. I mean, it's just a room full of possibilities and ideas until you put something into it. And I've been very blessed to be here and I've been doing it for 2 years. And it's just the beginning because now me and Skylar are talking. After he did my show, Music and My Fight or War, and we knew there was something special there with that bond, that click, the way there was no dead air, man. We were just slamming back and forth. But then all of a sudden people were chiming in, you guys do a show together. Are you guys going to be somewhere? We can do a meet and greet. We want to talk to you guys in person. It was just like, they thought that me and Skylar were like, go from way, way back. And it's like, I just met him half hour ago before we went live. And so after the show, we were talking and I'm like, listen, man, something's going on here. He's like, yeah, I'm getting a lot of this feedback too from his fans. And shit. So I thought about it for a couple days. And this crazy brain, ever since I've been sober, it kicks in and works fairly well sometimes. When I started My Fight or War, I didn't have a clue. And here's a piece of paper 2 years ago that I was sitting at the table. And within 5 minutes, I wrote, I not even know why. I go, I need a name for this family, My Fight or War. And it hit me. There it is. After meeting and doing the show with Skylar, we were sitting there and I came up with the idea about doing the show with him. I go, I got to present this idea to him. Here, he's got all these projects. He's traveling around the world. He's doing tours. And, hey, you just met me, a couple hours ago. What do you say we do a show together? I got some ideas. So you know what? My old man, before he passed away, said, son, if you don't ask, the answer is always no. So we talked and I said, listen, I'm just going to get to it. I think we got something here, man. I know you got shit going on, but I turned a piece I wrote down, I go, Music and Mayhem. He's looking at it. I go, that's the name of our new show. You interested? He's like, I'm down, just like that. And here we are. And we are going to take it to the next level now. We have so many plans. Um, his mind is magic when it works to the music industry, entertainment, and all that. I mean, the sounds, the tricks, the bells, the whistles. We're gonna do this intro. We're gonna drop this during there. We're gonna have this clip. We're gonna do this. And I'm just sitting there going, all right, don't know what you're talking about, but hey, all right. If you're that excited, I'm in with you. And so yeah, so basically I was up all night last night just writing and doing work and coming up ideas and platforms and suggestions because it is called Music and Mayhem. Well, Skylar's got all that. He's got the music part, all that. The mayhem is me. And it's time for me to pull my own weight and come up with this show. But the ideas that are going on, I'm supposed to be at the gym right now. But when life throws something this intense in your face, you either act with it or you do what I did for most of my life. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll do it tomorrow. No, man. As Apollo Creed said, there is no tomorrow. But so yeah, man, I was actually getting ready to head out the door for the freaking gym, and I looked over at the closed door to the studio. I'm like, let's just sit down. I'm so freaking wired and excited about this journey. Is it gonna work? I don't know. But I'll tell you what, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. And I've not taken a lot of shots in the past of my life. I am taking this freaking shot. And thanks to people like Joe and Leroy, and of course my brother Skyler and King Handsome, Kalichi, all you guys, Screaming Scott, Ian Bick, Matt Cronin, AJ Galante, the list goes on and on and on. That have given me opportunities that I never thought in a million years I'd get. I'm very humbled, honored, and appreciative beyond words. And for those of you who do know me, for me to say I'm beyond words as I'm still talking makes no sense, does it? But Joe, man, I appreciate you popping on, man. And of course, brother Leroy. Leroy, I am going to be seeing you. I'm flying out to New York. Actually, Leroy, I think you run everything. I swear is blurry as shit. We are going to have such a great time in New York. I think it's next September, or I'm sorry, this coming September, the end of August. We're all going to be together in one freaking place at the same time. Me, Skylar Ray, King Handsome, AC, Ian Bick, Matt Cronin, AJ Galante, Coach Tony. It's just Leroy Ebron. As I told Skylar last night and King Handsome, he's like, bro, I can't wait to meet you, man. We're all together. We're going to go out to breakfast like 2, 3 in the morning after we're done with our event. And I'm like, where you guys going? He's like, dude, we just got done talking. We're all going to be at this event and we're flying back to Detroit. And then we're all flying to Oregon for the next event. I'm like, man, we're all going to be together. And Handsome's like, no shit. I just love him, man. And it hit me that it's like, what a freaking ride. What an absolute ride. And what a blessing. I did hit it. Yeah, you're gonna be there, man. This is gonna be a journey. Like, I mean, hell, Leroy, man, we get out there and just hooking up with not just. I'm just saying, in that location, man. Whoever thought freaking Connecticut, Milford, Connecticut, Danbury, Connecticut would be someone I'd be talking about. I didn't even know where it was and existed, but to have the people that are going to influence my life right off the bat, Ian Bick, man. I mean, hey, Manny, come on out, do my show. Okay. After I do the show, he goes, man, I love you, brother. We got something going on here. Let's do some work together, shows together. By the way, what do you think? I'm going to make you an offer. Here's a studio. You want to do some work here? I got somebody for you that wants to meet you, and I want you to meet him. Matt Cronin, fucking awesome, amazing producer, editor. These are words coming out of my mouth and being spoken to me, and I'm speaking that I would have bet my life that I know the words, but not when it pertains to me. I never thought I'd be on the phone. This actually happened a couple months back. I was at I was out with my buddies, also my cousin. We were all standing around talking. My phone goes off, and it was Cronin, the producer. And I'm like, "Oh, hey, what's up, brother?" He goes, "Hey, man, I got to talk to you about some shows." He goes, "You're going to be flying out, next week. We're going to line up 15 shows for you that want to come on your show. 15 guests want to come on your show. After that, we're going to do a video shoot. After that, we're going to do this. And then AJ over at the Trashers, he's going to meet you. We're going to do a meet and greet thing down at the arena, and this and this." And my buddies are still talking to me. And I was like, hold on a minute. And I'm just going over all this stuff with them. And he goes, "Make sure you check the flight arrangements, man, because then you guys are flying from there. You got to fly to Oregon to do a meet and greet and an event with Skylar Ray." And it's back and forth. So I hang up and I look at my cousin. And these guys are just staring at me. And I started laughing. I said, "Dude, man, I'm sorry." I go, "Fuck, I'm going to have to beat my own ass." And they're like, "What are you talking about?" I go, "I feel like a freaking idiot." Yeah. So hold on, guys. I'm on the phone with my producer. We're talking show prep about a meet and greet and flying to different locations for events I got to be at. And I felt so silly saying those words, man. But then my cousin is like, "Manny, that's what you're doing." In the past, it was like, where's Manny? Who fucking knows, man? You got to bail him out of jail. Is he in trouble? Is he fighting? Is he doing this? Is he doing that? And it was kind of when you would talk about me or I talk about myself, it was like, on the lowdown, But now those words saying that and being able to know it's about me, man, I'm so freaking proud of that. And that's one thing I always tell people too. It's not bragging. You're not being narcissistic. When you go through what we've gone through, and people are still going through with addiction and mental health issues and just being drugged through the mud on our own doing. Okay, like I said, what helped with me is I had to own it. Once I owned it, it no longer owned me. And I don't care what it is, drugs, violence, alcohol, depression, whatever it is, it doesn't own me anymore, man. So after a lot of hard work and not just being, yeah, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. That was me my whole life. I was the tomorrow guy until the day I wasn't. The day I decided the logo, which I didn't know how to do. My Fighter Award, Music in May, all this other stuff, all these firsts that we do. It's just like, well, how did you do this? How'd you go about it? How you've been doing this so long, though, and you're good at how long did it take? I'm like, listen, I've only been doing this a year. 1 year I've been doing all this. And as far as trying it, scary. Hell yeah, it's scary. I didn't like talking to two people that I've known for years in front of them. I get nervous, anxiety, sweaty palms. Now I go live and talk to the nation, man. And that doesn't bother me at all because we all have to do some. Every time we do it, we always do the first time at some time. It's not like, how long you been doing it? Well, I started doing it on the 42nd time. No, man, you try it the first time and then you make a decision. And that's what I've done. Leroy will be there. I actually too, man, it's 5:44. When I was getting ready to walk out the door, I thought it was 6:15, and it was only 5:15. So I'm like, I know, I'm going to bother some people and see if there's anyone. Oh, I tell you. In fact, I just dropped that on my page. Skylar Ray, King Handsome, GOAT. I mean, you talk about GOAT. Those guys are awesome. So you don't have to check out my page, but I just shared it. They got a new song dropping this Sunday. Skylar Ray and King Handsome. So that's going to be cool as shit. But other than that, like I said, I'm just babbling. I am so freaking wired right now after yesterday's show. And this past week has been very traumatic. Actually, it's Thursday. A week ago today, I had this arm cut wide open. Got some very bad news with the outcome of the surgery and what's next. Bothered me, tore my ass up, angry, screaming, yelling, the whole 9 yards. And I got that news, and then actually the worst news last Monday, which was the day I was going to do this big show, my 5-year anniversary of sobriety. It was also 5 years ago when they said, "Manny, you're going to be dead in less than 6 weeks because your organs are all shut down and you're going to die." So after sitting there in my truck, yelling and screaming like a little bitch, I was just like, all right, How ironic is this? 5 years ago today, right now I'm celebrating 5 years sobriety. Also, in the same hospital, Henry Ford, Maine, they're like, Manny, listen, your organs have all shut down for the last 24 hours. They're not coming back. You're going to be dead in 6 weeks, less than 6 weeks. Whoa. Now, present time, 5 years, same day. You have to go in because my incision split open. I was bleeding everywhere. Go in there, an emergency thing. They take care of it. That informed me that I've got an infection right into the bone and the joint of my shoulder, and it's going to be a long process. And they're still trying to figure out how to reconnect the bones into my shoulder and then the hardware into my shoulder, into the bone. But, however, instead of saying, hey, they said, we got a plan set up for you for 6 weeks. Freaking 6 weeks. Last time I was here 5 years ago, I was going to be dead in 6 weeks. What's yours? Well, I talked to the infectious disease doctor. They found out what type it is. We're going to hit you with 2 pills twice a day. Take that for 6 weeks. Clear it up. We're going to figure out this procedure. Bam, done. So, you know what? It went from me taking the worst of the worst and just holding that for a while and then piling on to looking what was right in front of me at that moment. 5 years ago, you're going to be dead in 6 weeks, Manny. Present time, you got this issue going on. However, we're going to give you 2 pills to take twice a day to clear it up. And we'll do that for 6 weeks. What a blessing. So you know what? I got no complaints. Oh, all right. Well, I know you guys are gone and I'm probably talking to myself, but that's okay because it's pretty sure it says 5:48. And I'm going to get my ass to the gym and do what I can. And I'm going to go get me a big ass waffle with strawberries, whipped cream, and bacon. That's what I'm going to do. And then I've got a doctor. Oh, shit. I got a show today. Please check out today at, hold on. I'm sorry. 24. Matt Traver. Come on, man. There it is. That's not it. That is. Okay. Where the heck to go? Anyways, today at okay. I just want to give a shout out to Matt because he was gracious. Here it is here. Okay, today, Second Chance Recovery Group with the one and only Matt Traver says, please join me this Thursday, the 30th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, noon Central, as I'm joined by my friend Manny Vitale as he shares his testimony. Manny is a former Detroit police officer, EMT, and was a former member of a 1%er motorcycle club. Now creator and founder of My Fight, Our War. Manny was in organ failure from alcohol addiction, placed in hospice, given less than 6 weeks to live, but by miracle, his organs returned to normal. His 5-year sober date is 1/27/25. So please join us to hear his journey. I'm really looking forward to it. And as always, here's to another 24, everyone. So today, please join myself and my brother Matt at 1 o'clock. I did just say 1 o'clock, right? Yep, 1 p.m. All right. Oh, hey, Cassie, where have you been? Let's give Cassie some time. How you doing, Cassie? Cassie, you've been a little MIA, but hey, you know what? We need that every now and then just to regroup and get recharged. See you got stuff going on in a positive way and getting that smile, that twinkle in your eye. Very happy for you, Cassie. And shit, just like we say, keep fighting the good fight, and that's you. So, Cassie, I appreciate you, man. Oh, yeah, I appreciate that. I swear to God, I was just telling Joseph and Leroy about my blender brain shit. And I don't know if you just popped on or not, but I just gave a shit ton of information of plans that are going to be happening with our new show. Well, not new show, but it's going to be the show that I created with Skylar Ray, Music and Mayhem, that we do on Wednesdays, is about to be blown out of the water with a lot of things that we were after the show. Our show we did last night. I stayed in studio. We were chit chatting about ideas and stuff, and good Lord, the things that we are going to do. I haven't slept. I was up all night. He was doing his part. I was doing my stuff, just sitting there doing writing formats, documents, people plans, descriptions. So, yeah, life is good, man. But yeah, please join today if you can. Show my brother Matt some love, and you get to hear me ramble again. 1 o'clock Eastern time. And let's see, I think we're pretty good there. I am going to get my butt moving. And actually, it's supposed to, here it is, winter, Detroit, Michigan. You know, when I was a kid, it was nothing to get. We used to get snow days. We used to get 10, 12, 14 inches of snow. It stopped for a little while. The next morning, you'd wake up and start snowing again with another 6, 7 inches. We'd be making forts. We'd be bumper hitching. We'd be playing football in the snow, snowball fights, just having snowmen, just the time of our lives. Here it is, January the 30th. And in Detroit, where I'm at, all winter, I think they said we've gotten 3.5 inches of snow. Texas got 10. My sister in Alabama, in Athens, Alabama, got like 8 to 10 inches of snow a few weeks back. So, man, it is what it is. But I love you guys. I appreciate you, Cassie. I'm so glad that you're doing better. I mean, I know you had a lot of shit going down, and it's tough, it's rough, but you know what? So are you. So I got nothing but faith in you, and always remember we're here. You want to chime in and pop in, and as always with our shows, it's interactive as can be. Share what you want, say what you want, or say nothing at all, because it's your call, it's your life. Live it to Cassie's rules, no one else's. You guys have a great day. I'm going to go to the gym, and I'm going to eat me a huge waffle afterwards. I love you guys, man. I'll talk to you soon. Don't forget to check us out at 1 o'clock today.